You go bow for the result, though. Nothing to discuss, oh. Cause I did by default and without any doubt, though. I'm a me happy adult, though. I no go feed the girl.
Welcome, the randoms. And we back with some more stories, y'all. So I ain't gonna hold y'all up. Let's go ahead. Let's get into these stories. Story number 1. Am I wrong for not paying for my friend's hospital bills? I, 24 male, live with my friend 26 male in a 2-bedroom apartment. We were friends before living with each other, so we set some ground rules, and one of them was that we don't share groceries. We have separate mini fridges in our room, so we couldn't even eat or drink something that isn't yours on accident. One day, I was out with friends and I was craving the cake in my fridge for when I come home. When I came home, I saw that the fridge was empty and I saw that the plate was in the trash. Turns out he was allergic to peanut butter, which was in the cake, and he saw himself in the mirror, face puffy and red as a tomato. So he called an ambulance. Nothing serious happened to him. After he saw the cost of the ambulance and EpiPen, etc., he asked me to pay for it all because apparently him. And I told him that he stole my cake without even telling me and told him to F off and went home. He told all of our friends and they're telling me to at least help him pay it off. So was I wrong? So first off, I'm gonna give it to you real and uncut. I feel like you shouldn't have to pay for nothing because at the end of the day, y'all literally have separate fridges. So he actually went and took your cake and then had an allergic reaction when if he would have asked, hey, I see some cake in your fridge, you know what I mean? Like, would it be okay if I have some? What's in the cake? Whatever, especially knowing that he has a peanut allergy. Like, it's on him. He should never took it. That's like a burglar breaking in my house, stealing my stuff. And then I call the police and he like, somehow he get my number or whatever. And he called like, you gonna cover me being locked up? Like, can you bond me out or something? Like, sir. Story number 2. Am I wrong for not helping an old man find things in a hardware store? We have a hardware franchise called Bunnings that is for home and garden supplies. I was there to get gardening stuff. I was in an aisle with several people in it looking for my own items. And an old man started talking to me about the weather and I was like, Then he asked me to find him X item. I told him I don't work here. Perhaps you can find an employee to help you. Then he kept asking me to find him the item. I kept telling him no, and I don't know what that is when I was trying to find my own items. I didn't even know what the product he wanted is. So even if I wanted to help him, I don't know what he was looking for. I decided to start ignoring him. And like a child, he kept asking me to help him find this item, saying, excuse me.
That's just my problem. That's just my problem.
Then he was actually throwing a tantrum while I ignored him to the point he started shouting at me to help him, which actually got an employee to come running down the aisle to ask what was wrong. I kept ignoring the man. People were staring at us. When the employee asked him what was wrong, he basically shouted, can you help me find X item because
she won't help me?
As if it was my responsibility. Then the employee acted as if I was the villain because I wasn't helping this man. Turns out the item wasn't even in the aisle I was in. This old man was just pacing around, and out of all the people on the aisle, he saw me and then decided to ask me to help him find the item. I think he wanted an excuse to try to force me to hang out with his old. The employee came back to almost berate me for not helping the man, and I also told the employee I still don't work at Bunnings. I'm not an employee. I'm ticked off because people are acting like I was in the wrong. 1, that old man could have went and asked someone else after I said no, I found an employee, but decided to stand there and scream at me instead. 2, I didn't go there for a side quest with some old man who was roaming around looking for someone to bother. If he really wanted that item, he would have moved on though. It was like he was trying to pressure me to do what he wants via tantrum. So was I wrong? No, because you don't work there. At the end of the day, I felt like, yeah, he came to bother you because like, why didn't he just go get an employee? And then you're like, excuse me. Like, sir, I told you no. And I also told you, I don't know what that item is or where it's at. So you just gonna sit here and waste time talking to me when you could have asked somebody else in here. Like, if we're gonna be anything, let's be for real. It felt like, truthfully, he didn't even want the item. Because if you really was worried about that, you would have went straight to somebody else for help and just went and got whatever item you was looking for. And then I ain't gonna even lie, it could just be the fact that like I be so nervous around people in general, but it's like you want me to go walk with you somewhere and then potentially, I don't know, it might not even be that deep, but it's just the way that my mind works with people. Like, you cannot trust people. I'm not walking off to help you do nothing. You know what I'm saying? Especially if, what if you try to take me close towards outside the store? I don't know. Like, my brain be overthinking, okay? That's probably not going to happen. He's probably not even like that. You know what I'm saying? And I get it. But it's just the fact of why you pressuring me so much and so hard to go find this item with you. Especially when I've already told you I don't know. Like, you just never know. People are so crazy. Story number 3. Am I wrong for not sugarcoating a message when asking to be reimbursed? Last year, my boyfriend's best friend moved to the UK. My boyfriend's car wasn't working, so we used mine to go to the airport. We met at the friend's house so everyone could leave together, and I had already agreed to pick up some of the other friends since it was on the way. While we were waiting, the mom of the friend who was leaving, let's call her Shirley, was worried that someone fetching another girl wouldn't be on time. She didn't care how much it cost, she just wanted her picked up and she paid for it. She asked my boyfriend, but he said we were using my car and that she should ask me. She offered to pay. I said, thank you, that would help a lot. My boyfriend said, we'll work it out. I took that to mean between me and Shirley. 2 days later, I sent this message to Shirley. Hey, I hope you're doing well. Would you mind sending me the cash for the other day? About 30 minutes later, I got a call from her daughter's friend who cursed me out and asked who I thought I was for asking Shirley for money. I was called a, among other things. I hung up and blocked her. Then the daughter messaged me from Shirley's number, insulting me and dragging me. She said my boyfriend was supposed to work it out with her dad. That never happened. I think she misunderstood we'll work it out. It wasn't between him and the parents. It was between Shirley and me. Shirley then messaged me saying I needed to make up with her daughter. I lied and said I'd try. I apologized and said it wasn't my intention to offend anyone. Apologize? After they dragged you? No, ma'am. I explained that I was financially struggling. She knew I got scammed that month and that the money would help. She replied with a long message saying she regretted asking me to help and didn't get why I asked for money since I was already going to the airport. I told her I only agreed to fetch the extra person because I was told I'd be compensated. I added that if she didn't intend to pay, she shouldn't have offered. Things spiraled. Her daughter and her daughter's friend harassed me, constant calls, messages, and DMs on 2 Instagram accounts. I blocked them all. Months later, people still say I was rude and that I should have worded it like, can you please send me the cash when you get a chance? When you get a chance? Ma'am, you literally asked me to go pick this extra person up. So obviously you had said money at that time. No. And then can you please? It was her idea. I didn't even ask for this. She literally offered the money. Like, I don't see how my version was that different or disrespectful and demanding. What hurt most was that my boyfriend didn't defend me.
I'm done. Cut the show. I'm done. Take me out.
He said he didn't want to get involved. It's your friend's family. You are already involved, sir. Even though it was his friend's family. Exactly. It was his friend's family. But then he gonna go and say, oh, I don't want to get involved. Sir, I wouldn't even knew these people. You were involved from the beginning. Am I wrong? The only way I think I could be wrong is if they never actually intended to pay and thought I should have just done it for free. No, ma'am. With how high gas is, we ain't offering nothing for free, okay? Baby, if you need me to go do something, you gonna have to pay me. Period. Well, all right, you guys, I hope y'all enjoyed these stories. I hope y'all been having wonderful weeks, months, years, all that. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. Comment down below. Let me know your thoughts. Share this video with your friends and your family. And I will see y'all in the next video. And I hope you're having a wonderful day.